Hello and welcome. My name is Kathy A, and I'm really excited to bring today's video to you. I have tested 39 high-end foundations, 39 of them. I have them all listed below in the description bar, and I'm really surprised at the top 5 because 3 of them I've never tried before, so it was quite a surprise. Anyway, the way I tested was I did the exact same skincare in the morning. I used a cleanser, I used an exfoliator, I used an essence, I used a serum, and then I used a moisturizer. And I waited at least 10 minutes. I had a cup of coffee, I was doing other things. I wanted everything to absorb in. I did not use a primer, and I did not use concealer. I wanted to see how these foundations went on their own. There's foundations, CC creams, BB creams, cushion foundations, skin tints, and tinted moisturizers. So there's quite an assortment here of cosmetics, and they range in price from $24 up to $70. And believe it or not, the winner was not one of the higher priced ones. So, and the winner was a makeup I had never used before. So it's going to be kind of fun. So what I'm going to do is take you through the process of each one, and you may recognize some of these brands. You probably should know right off the bat, my skin is on the dry side. I do practice good skincare, so it's pretty much a normal situation, but I do have some dry areas. I have a lot of crepiness, and I call it nude lace underneath my eyes, and I have some deep lines here. My chin is red all the time, and in fact I was testing out one of the products on my chin that's supposed to be a camouflage, and it just after 2 hours wore off completely, and there's tiny little dots all over my chin now, so that was a total fail. I have kind of dry skin to normal, and I have I'm very active during the day. I put the makeup on at the same time each day. I went to work and had to go through my whole workday, and when I came home I checked it. I did check it midpoint, sometimes at the 2-hour mark, sometimes at the 4-hour mark, and many of the foundations I tried didn't even make it to the 2 hours. A couple of them oxidized on me, a couple of them were so sheer I tried putting 3 coats on and still didn't get very much. So I'm going to do a speeded up trial so you can see me actually putting each of these on. And yes, I bought all of these with my own cash money. I had no sponsors. None of these were sent to me for promo or review. This is all like me just having the pure joy of shopping, buying these things, used my whole tax refund on this. And I did return about 19 of them, so even still I've got a lot of foundations left over, and I've also got a drugstore video that's going to be testing drugstore foundations in the same manner, and I don't have quite as many of those, but I will be testing those. So let's get started. I'm going to read you a little bit about what their claims are about the foundation, and I'm going to show you my application of it and my thoughts and how they panned out at the end of the day. Be back with you soon. Amarte Natural Finish BB Cream. They said it minimizes the appearance of imperfections as it nourishes your skin. Argan oil conditions and softens your skin, while shea butter delivers omega-rich moisture to improve elasticity and skin tone. Caviar extract and collagen firm away wrinkles, and elemental sulfur reduces inflammation. My experience was that it was very sheer coverage and was unscented, and it had an SPF of 36. It didn't hide my age spots or capillaries, and it took 3 coats to cover my skin. It oxidized 1 full shade darker over the course of the morning, and I appeared to have a fake tan after lunch. It has a shiny finish, which is probably what they meant by a natural-looking glow. It needs to be powdered often. It lasted the full 8 hours but was too dark to work for me, and the coverage was too poor to use as a foundation alternative. It truly gives you full, flawless, perfect coverage and protects your skin with SPF 50 sunscreen, clinically shown to give you 179% of skin hydration, smooth skin texture, and enhanced skin brightness. Okay. Well, it does have a strong citrus scent, but I don't mind it. It's great medium coverage and healthy ingredients with very high SPF. It lasted all day and wore evenly by the 8th hour. The shiny finish needs to be powder set, but this is a terrific bargain, and it's a good-for-you product. Smashbox Studio Skin Hydrating Foundation. They said it's a hydrating foundation. It was created in the Smashbox LA photo studio to look and feel amazing for 15 hours. Okay, medium to full buildable coverage, color true and color consistent. Well, this foundation instantly creased under my eyes, sunk into my wrinkles and lines, showed my pores as craters, and required 2 coats because it was so sheer. It lasted all day, but that powdery finish was embarrassing for me at work. It was a total fail for me. MAC Face and Body Foundation. They said it's a comfortable, lightweight, fluid foundation with a unique blend of emollients that delivers low to medium buildable coverage and a natural satin finish. Well, this makeup looked good from a distance, but on closer inspection, it creased under my eyes, and it had a shiny finish, and it left flecks of makeup pigment visible and exaggerated my pores. I used to love this. Maybe that's why my glasses are now a 2.75 strength. Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Cushion Stick. They said it's an 8-hour wear liquid makeup and pro tool in one. Touch on, buff, and blend to your perfect nude. Double Wear Nude Cushion Stick Radiant Makeup polishes an even skin tone for a healthy looking glow. Well, that funky cushion applicator is slightly phallic, I think. A nice medium coverage, but it sunk into all my lines immediately, left a patchy finish when dry, and had a flat, matte appearance. It only lasted about 4 or 5 hours with an ugly wear down. I was really disappointed in this one. Lancome Tint Idol Ultra 24-hour. They said it's an oil-free, long-wearing liquid foundation that delivers medium to full coverage and leaves a natural-looking velvety matte finish for up to 24 hours. For those long days, okay? It applied patchy, and under my eyes was a nude lace look. Terrible settling into lines and pores, and it was one of the worst in the group. It lasted all day, but it looked horrible, so it was kind of a moot point. What a disappointment. Mally Ultimate Performance Foundation. They said, this high-performance professional liquid formula delivers natural-looking, complete coverage by using a small amount and blending with your fingers. It not only looks and feels incredible, but it's also fast and easy to apply. It gives you beautiful, natural-looking coverage that lasts. Yes, I agree, and it does. It looks beautiful and natural. Great under-eye application, and it's a hydrated look. It's good coverage with just 1 coat. It lasted my entire workday and wore evenly even after 8 hours. A joy to wear. Mary Kay Time-Wise Luminous Foundation. Infused with vitamin E and a blend of peptides, the result is skin that instantly looks firmer, younger, and healthier. It's the perfect age-fighting foundation for normal to dry skin, visibly reducing the appearance of pores, wrinkles, and skin imperfections. For skin that looks luminous. Well, the luminous is alien-like. It's eerie, glowy, and very unnatural looking. Too shiny. I was embarrassed at work with this one on one side of my face. You could see the pigment flecks in it, and it looked like lace under my eyes. It only lasted about 4 hours, thank goodness, but it creased and sunk into my lines. What a hot mess. Amore Pacific Cushion Foundation. They said, experience the breakthrough air cushion technology that changed the face of beauty. Color Control Cushion Compact by Amore Pacific offers weightless, buildable coverage and effortless perfection. Well, while it initially looked nice in the under eye area, the sheer finish dried patchy, and it only lasted about 4 hours. The cost for only a half of an ounce is more than the full 1 ounce sizes of better brands. While the list of ingredients was impressive, it was no good as a foundation. I looked at the end of my workday like I had no makeup on at all. Philosophy Take a Deep Breath Cushion Foundation. They said, experience the benefits of Take a Deep Breath skincare in Philosophy's Take a Deep Breath Cushion Foundation with SPF protection. It's light as air liquid makeup that helps skin recover from signs of a busy life that can age skin as it evens tone and smooths texture with a breathable, weightless finish. Well, this had an excellent coverage and lasted all day. However, it did not look good underneath my eyes, that patchy dry thing. The cost is horrible. For less than a half an ounce you get in products. Cushion foundations are a total ripoff. You're paying for a fancy jar. It's just a liquid foundation in a jar, and the cushion has no bearing on how it works on your skin. This is Philosophy's Renewed Hope in a Jar Skin Tint. They said, Renewed Hope in a Jar is blurring the lines between makeup and skincare with new skin tint. Powered by nature, this whipped water gel formula offers the all-day hydration and glow benefits of our breakthrough Renewed Hope formula, plus buildable coverage of foundation for flawless-looking skin. Well, I wore this skin tint to eye mats as my foundation for the day. I loved it so much. It lasted most of a very extremely busy day. 2 long train rides, dinner and beer, and the actual eye mats convention. It was slightly dry under my eyes after about 4 hours, but it has great uniform and hydrating coverage and looks good. I was really impressed by this one. One of the best. Stellar Limitless Foundation is $38 for 1.1 ounce. It's an oil-free, innovative, highly pigmented, medium coverage foundation that lets you build to full coverage where it's needed. Limitless Foundation features an array of universal colors for all skin tones, focusing on medium-toned skin with well-calibrated and extensive shades in the medium range. It's lightweight, provides natural-looking all-day wear and a radiant finish. This is the new kid on the block, and I found this on Sephora's website. It has a beautiful foundation and a natural finish. It lasted most of my workday, and it wore off evenly. It creased just a little under my eyes later on, but the look was flawless otherwise. It was one of the top 10 foundations I tested. Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation. They said it's a best-selling HD foundation with an ultra lightweight texture that melts into skin for unfiltered perfection in every light. Developed specifically for the film and TV industry's most advanced technology, Ultra HD Liquid Foundation creates a naturally flawless complexion on and off camera. Completely invisible under the latest super-focused 4K lens, this innovative foundation is infused with uniquely coated pigments that provide medium to buildable coverage. Well, this foundation was far too sheer for me and offered no coverage on my age spots, broken capillaries, and under-eye darkness, sank into my deeper lines, and exaggerated my pores. My glasses left red marks, and the foundation wore off almost completely after 4 hours. Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. A water-based, oil-free foundation that delivers undetectable coverage and a fresh, hydrated glow for the most natural skin-like finish. The lightweight, water-based formula sinks into skin, instantly helping to plump, and color stays true all day. Well, it initially gave good coverage, but it sank quickly into all my deep lines, and there were flecks and flaky appearance after it dried. It broke down after only 2 hours. This was very patchy and very disappointing for me. Japanesque Color Luminous Foundation. Flawless liquid makeup. Exquisitely moist liquid foundation for the perfect balance of skin dewiness and flawless coverage. Well, when I opened the package, the bottle contents had separated, so I had to shake it a lot. And it applied very shiny. I looked like an alien. It was very sheer, so I had to add a second coat. But the dry down initially looked good. Best color match of all of the foundations. But it did sink into my lines and it caused cracks in my face at 2 hours. Yes, cracks. I was embarrassed at work wearing this one on half of my face. Pure Bare It All 12-hour 4-in-1 skin perfecting foundation. They said this high-performance 12-hour demi-matte foundation helps to cover imperfections and instantly perfect the skin while helping to correct problem areas over time so you can confidently bear it all. Well, it did apply nicely in one coat and it didn't crease under my eyes, but it dried down powdery and my face looked flaky and ashy. I saw deep cracks in my skin after about 2 hours and I had to pat down the filled lines every few hours. What a miserable experience with this foundation. Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. They said it's a lightweight, full coverage, hydrating foundation infused with Tarte's Rainforest of the Sea complex and non-chemical SPF 15 sunscreen. Deliver the ultimate in hydration boosting coverage with Tarte's 12-hour water foundation. The concentrated full coverage fluid formula features 20% water to quench dry skin as it covers and masks redness, dark spots, and uneven skin tone, and softening the looks of pores and fine lines. Well, that dropper was annoying, but it gives a beautiful finish. It sunk slightly into my deeper lines and the pores on my nose showed badly. I was unhappy with the wear time, which was only about 4 hours, and it was a patchy look after that. It was especially dry around my nose. Sadly, this used to be one of my favorites. Laura Geller Quench and Tint Hydrating Foundation. They said, quench your skin with Laura Geller's intensely hydrating foundation. With a wash of color, coverage is as weightless and refreshing as a splash of water, leaving skin with a natural glow. Well, it actually was so sheer it needed 2 layers, and my glasses left red marks on my nose. Beautiful finish initially, but soon my under eye area was lacy patchy and it sunk into all of my lines. It wore unevenly after 4 hours. What a disappointment. NARS Tinted Moisturizer. They said, a lightweight tinted moisturizer that evens skin tone and provides a translucent veil of protection infused with lush, naturally derived ingredients. This lightweight tinted moisturizer immediately helps thirsty skin feel hydrated. It has been proven to help reduce the appearance of discoloration and dark spots, and oil-free and luxurious. It obscures the appearance of lines, wrinkles, pores, and other imperfections. Okay, well, this was very sheer and required 2 layers, but still did not cover my imperfections. Sunk immediately into my lines and looked terrible in my under eye area. It looked nice when powdered and lasted several hours, but close-up was a patchy and dry look. Too Faced Born This Way Foundation. They said, an oil-free medium to full coverage, natural-looking radiant foundation. Get full undetectable coverage with Born This Way Foundation. It's infused coconut water to help replenish the skin's moisture levels without overhydrating. Well, this foundation gave good coverage in one coat, but immediately sunk into all my lines, and I even noticed it on my neck creases. It looked terrible under my eyes with a lace and flaky look, and my pores were exaggerated. My glasses left marks on my nose. I had tried this foundation a couple years ago when it came out, so I thought I'd give it another chance since I've changed up my skincare and thought my skin would be in better shape for it, but it has now failed me 2 times. Pixie by Petra H2O Skin Tint. They said it's a water-based tinted face gel, evens out skin tone, and gives complexion a flawless, no makeup look. Hydrating, long-lasting, and water-resistant. Okay. This is the odd man out, and it's sold at Target, and therefore it's considered drugstore, but it's also so expensive. It costs about the same as some of these high-end foundations I'm testing along with it. So I've included it here. I wonder if I got an old tube because I used to love this tinted moisturizer because of its skin-like texture and finish, but it failed miserably in my recent test here. Patchy application and so sheer it took 3 layers to cover, giving me that lace under the eyes look I hate and sinking into my nose pores to exaggerate them. My glasses left marks, and by 4 hours it had sunk into all my lines and creases. Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Foundation. They said it feels like wearing nothing, yet Urban Decay's Naked Skin Liquid Makeup transforms your complexion. Skin looks natural, illuminated, and bright with a luminous demi-matte finish, like the beautiful skin you were born with. Okay. Well, it did truly look like skin, and after 2 coats, but it sunk into the lines around my mouth and chin and those St. Bernard lines. It looked lacy under my eyes and only lasted about 3 hours before I saw an uneven, patchy wear down. Really disappointing. Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. They said a perfect blend of skincare and makeup that hydrates skin and softens fine lines with a sheer hint of color for a healthy, dewy glow. This moisturizer features an antioxidant vitamin complex and protects the skin from even the most aggressive effects of the environment. A powerful moisturizer in its own right, it is powered with sodium hyaluronate to hydrate the skin and soften and ease dry lines. Okay, well, this gave a lovely natural looking finish, but was sheer, so it required 2 layers. No marks from my glasses, and it lasted about 5 hours before wearing off, and it looked patchy when it wore off. Bare Minerals Bare Skin Foundation. They said, clinically proven, tone-correcting mineral foundation and brightening serum in one. Created with exceptional purity in mind, this ultra-thin skin-perfecting fluid provides seamless, adjustable coverage, a natural finish, and the look and feel of beautiful skin. Well, it initially did go on in 1 coat and had a beautiful coverage, but it was really shiny, and then it sunk into all my lines as it dried. Lots of transfer on my work phone and cell, and it wore off to a patchy look in less than 3 hours. Very, very disappointing. Urban Decay's Naked One and Done Foundation and Concealer. With Urban Decay's Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector, you'll get the benefits of skin treatment and protection with the coverage of a sheer foundation. 1 step and you're done. Instantly blur imperfections and even out skin tone for beautifully perfected ultra definition skin. Well, after struggling a little bit with that pomp, which was defective, I applied what looked to be a perfect natural finish. It looked great under my eyes, covered well, and the color stayed true all day at work. No marks from wearing glasses all day, and I was pleased it did not sink into my lines and wrinkles. So different from its sister formula, that Naked Skin. One of the top 5 for sure. I'm really pleased with this one. Laura Mercier Silk Photo Edition Foundation. They said a hydrating 12-hour wear foundation that remains comfortable on the skin, creates a flawless, comfortable canvas that lasts up to 12 hours. The high pigment formula blends seamlessly, hiding even hard-to-cover imperfections, and it's naturally luminous. Well, it is a pretty finish, no marks from my glasses, but it sunk into my under-eye creases and wrinkles and deep lines. It grabbed onto dry patches and exaggerated my pores. It lasted about 3 hours before wearing off, so I don't know where they're getting 12 from. They must not work where I do. Dior Skin Air Serum Foundation. They said a lightweight foundation serum that creates an enhanced complexion and a sheer finish. Dior Skin Nude Air Serum Foundation is a weightless, ultra-fluid foundation serum that creates a nude makeup look. Formulated with SPF 25, it offers sun protection and a fresh face beauty of a natural-looking glow. You know what? This was stunning on when applied at first. It did not sink into any of my lines. It looked fabulous under my eyes, and my glasses did not leave any marks on my nose. It was great on my big pores, too. Had a slightly powdery finish after 2 hours, and it was dry around my nose. But in general, this was a pretty good foundation. Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. They said a foundation and concealer in one for a natural, beyond perfected look that lasts all day. Lightweight, moisturizing makeup covers thoroughly without clogging pores. Skin breathes comfortably. Color stays true even through sweat and humidity. Due to the rich pigment level that enhances this Flawless coverage makeup shades may appear deeper when first applied. Once blended and allowed to dry, it will melt into your skin for a flawless look. Well, after getting over that icky applicator it came with, this went on beautifully in one coat. It did not sink into my lines or wrinkles, it looked great under my eyes, and it did not leave marks from my glasses. After 2 hours, it did appear slightly dry, but it looked fabulous for at least 6 hours. I was actually really pleased with this foundation. Perfect Skin Perfecting Gel. What is it? It's not a foundation, it's not a moisturizer, it's more than a primer. It's the first of its kind. A tinted instant skin smoother that can erase the need for makeup. How does it work? Skin Perfection Gel instantly blurs fine lines, redness, and enlarged pores, leaving a smooth airbrush finish that lasts all day long. Well, you know, to be fair, this is more of a primer than a foundation. But it said you could wear it alone, and it came in different colors, so I was suckered in. Felt nice and didn't sink into skin, but left a very patchy finish, exaggerated my big nose pores, and wore off completely within 2 hours. Very expensive for what it did not do. Jane Iredale. This is the Glow Time Full Coverage Mineral BB Cream. It's a mineral-based BB cream with a water-resistant formula that lasts for up to 40 minutes. Contains grapefruit extract to reduce the appearance of pores and wrinkles, conceals blemishes, and fades uneven pigmentation, blended with apple extract to exfoliate. Rich in moisturizing vitamin E, aloe leaf juice to soothe and pacify the skin, shields skin from UV and free radical damage, creates a smooth, radiant, flawless, youthful-looking complexion. Well, it actually left an eerie yellow cast on one side of my face. It's way too thick a formula, made this uncomfortable all the way around. It probably would have applied better with a brush, but I wanted to do all of these the same way. It sunk into my lines, exaggerated my nose pores, dry patches around my nose. My glasses left marks, wore off, and left a patchy look after only a few hours. A total disappointment. Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. They said a lightweight liquid foundation that achieves a radiant silky finish. This award-winning foundation is formulated with microfill technology, producing a low-density product that pairs high-impact pigments with weightless texture. Inspired by the silk shantung worn by kings and emperors, this foundation glides seamlessly onto skin, leaving a finish that's reminiscent of a charmeuse silk. This foundation went on smoothly and looked gorgeous. It dried down slightly dry, and it sunk into my mouth wrinkles, but patted out, it lasted all day at work, wearing nicely. Looked great under my eyes, too. It actually was not bad at all. Givenchy Teint Couture Long-Wearing Fluid Foundation. They said a long-wearing, comfortable fluid foundation that provides made-to-measure, natural-looking, radiant coverage. Its lightweight and long-wearing texture glides over the skin to diffuse imperfections and impart a luminous, soothing veil. Its fine and silky formula provides custom coverage with a satin finish. Well, this left a beautiful matte finish with sheer to medium coverage. Did not sink into my lines, but it dried patchy and made my pores look exaggerated. It looked really bad around my nose, and it wore unevenly after only 4 hours. It was quite a disappointment for such a beautiful bottle. Kogen Do Moisture Foundation. They said it's a high-definition mineral makeup cream foundation that applies like a liquid. It provides a superior buildable coverage of a cream with a natural-looking sheer finish of a liquid foundation. This formula is created with advanced technology from Japan. It has 2 types of light-reflecting powder particles working together to diffuse fine lines, pores, and uneven skin surfaces. It's also formulated with finely milled mineral pigments that are specially coated for a color-true effect. This has a beautiful one-coat coverage. It was my best of the year, I think, in 2014. Maybe the formula's changed, I don't know, but it looks like skin for about 3 hours, then it wears down and clings to any dry patches. It looked great on my eyes and has a natural, pretty finish. It was once my favorite, but the high cost and short wear time brings this one to the middle of the pack. Yves Saint Laurent Fusion Ink Foundation. A revolutionary fine as ink foundation with broad spectrum SPF 18 that perfects the skin while it wears weightlessly for 24 hours. Get all day comfort, broad spectrum protection, and a soft matte finish with this featherweight foundation that suits every skin type.
Its innovative hybrid stain technology provides a lightweight yet high coverage sebum controlling agents, allow for 24 hours of coverage. It is a stunning one-coat coverage that actually made my skin feel soft as well. Slightly sank into deeper lines, but after I patted it out and set it with powder, it was fine. No issues under my eyes. It looked hydrated all day. A beautiful natural finish. It gradually wore off around 6 hours later, but it was a pleasure to wear. Stila Aqua Glow Serum Foundation. They said, flood your skin with light, moisture, and weightless coverage with every radiant perfecting drop. This ultra-lightweight ionized water-based serum foundation offers a way to instantly blur, hydrate, and perfect the look of skin with buildable to full coverage. Well, get out your shovel, because they're serving you some of you-know-what. This foundation went on nicely and covered in one coat, but immediately went into my lines, and when it dried down, it looked flaky and dry. It wore off unevenly after 3 hours. Even when I patted out the lines, the foundation made it back in. A disappointing mess. Buxom shows some skin weightless foundation. The skin pampering featherweight foundation with light to medium coverage. A foundation so weightless it's like wearing nothing at all. This skin pampering formula is clinically shown to increase hydration, brighten, and smooth skin while softening the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. This actually is a lovely combination BB cream and foundation. It went on well but sunk into my deeper lines, but after patted out it was fine for most of my work day. It took a second coat to cover my age spots and capillaries, but it did not cake up with additional layers. It had a beautiful natural finish, and it did definitely make my top 10. Supergoop! CC Cream Daily Correct. They said a color-correcting, moisturizing 100% mineral CC cream that covers imperfections while providing broad-spectrum sun protection and long-term anti-aging benefits. Solution for dryness, uneven skin tone, and pores. Okay, well this CC cream went on nicely, but it was too sheer. It dried down patchy and showed my nose pores as craters. Sunk into my deeper lines and wrinkles, especially under my chin. It did not cover my age spots or broken capillaries. It wore off between the 3rd and 4th hour of wear. It appeared I had no makeup on for the whole afternoon. Kind of embarrassing. Cinema Secrets Ultra Foundation. It is a highly pigmented silicone wax-based cream foundation. This industry-coveted foundation provides expert-level customization to match any skin tone with effortless ease. Used to color, correct, contour, and highlight for a perfect custom blend. This sheer to full coverage foundation provides a natural matte finish, water-resistant and long-wearing, suitable for even the most sensitive skin. I agree. This makeup blended so well into my skin it was hard to detect it, other than the fact that it made me look flawless. Its slightly satin finish, it had a wonderful dry down, and it remained all day long without budging. It was created over 30 years ago by Maurice Stein, known for his makeup work in over 2,000 television commercials and 200 films, including Planet of the Apes. There's some irony. The Cinema Secrets website is full of reasonably priced makeup and special effect products, and the customer service is excellent. I discovered this brand when I was at IMATS last week, and I have to praise the young staffer who assisted me in finding a great shade and formula. Derma Blend Mousse Camo Foundation. Color coverage meets texture coverage in this breakthrough foundation. Innovative resurfacing technology addresses uneven skin texture by leveling bumps and crevices and smoothing scars for a uniform, even surface. Well, this perfectly covered my red chin for about 2 hours. It looked a little waxy, but it transferred badly and it wore off quickly, leaving tiny pore spots on my chin, and the redness showed through strong as ever. This was a total fail.
So after all of that, how do they rate? How do they fall into place? Well, I could tell you I had a top 5, but it's actually a top 6. And I'm going to start with number 6 and work up. Number 6 is Clinique's Beyond Perfecting. Now remember, I tested 39 foundations. So this is actually a really good foundation. It works well with all different skin types, and it worked particularly well with me. I think because I got a slightly lighter color, it didn't make it higher on the board. But color is something, you know, you can just change it out for a different color. I'm going to wait till the dust settles at Sephora and Ulta before I take anything else back. I'm going to lose my rouge status, and I'm rouge to 18. So Clinique's Beyond Perfecting foundation was number 6. Number 5 is IT Cosmetics CC Cream, and I hadn't tried this in a while. The only down part of this is they have that heavy citrus scent to it, and some people just can't handle that. My skin, it doesn't mind that, but this really is a good old workhorse. I mean, this is good. It's reasonably priced. It has a lot of benefits to it, and the SPF 50, which is really wonderful, especially as you get over 40. You don't want to accelerate any more skin issues, and you want that protection to stop any further from damage from happening to your skin. So the IT CC Plus cream, this is not the illuminating one, this is the regular one. That was number 5. In the number 4 slot, it was one of the more expensive ones. That's the Renewed Hope in a Jar Skin Tint. And this is the one that they advertise all the time before videos, maybe even before this one. This is the one where the girls are blindfolded and they rub skin cream on one hand and this on the other hand, and they go all nuts over it. Well, it worked really nicely. However, it did sink into my deeper wrinkles, and I had to pat them out a couple times during the day. But it did manage to hold for the whole day, and I was really pleased with the performance. So it is number 4. Number 3 is a total surprise because I absolutely hated the original version of this, but this is the Naked Skin One and Done. And usually the Urban Decay makeups tend to be more for oily or normal or combo skin, not really a dry skin brand. But this one worked really well, and it stayed all day long. I was very impressed with this and very surprised because I figured I was going to be taking this one back, and I didn't. It's number 3, and it's the Naked One and Done. It's a concealer and foundation together. It did not crease under my eyes. It stayed all day. It didn't go into the lines. It actually was really very blendable and very nice foundation. So, unlike just regular Naked foundation, which was a horror show hot mess. Number 2 is Mally Ultimate Perfecting Liquid Foundation. And again, you know, I've been using this for a while and I knew I liked it anyway, but you know, putting it through these tests, I mean, it had to last all day. It couldn't sink into my lines. It couldn't make that lace pattern underneath my eyes with all the crepiness. And it had to kind of like hold up. And also my other makeup had to be able to blend over the top of it. I wasn't that picky about what brand it was or what country it was made in or any of the politics around it, if you know what I mean. And this was very good, number 2. And not that expensive, you know, it was really amazing. Now, what would be number 1 out of the 39 foundations I tried? This one was the most versatile. It was blendable. It made my face look flawless. It lasted all day, and I just am tremendously impressed also with the customer service I received when I was purchasing this item. It was outstanding. Here was a busy convention, and this person came out and spent a lot of time with me and explained about skincare and everything else. Yes, it is. Cinema Secrets is number 1. It is the best foundation I have ever used for my dry skin, my old wrinkles. It lasts all day. It's very blendable, and if you spray the moisture spray with it, you get that hydration and a slightly shiny finish. You do have to set it with a powder, but it's not a fancy package. It's only $24, and they are professional line. You can find them online, you can find them on Amazon. I'd highly recommend the spray. You spray your sponge or spray the brush and then put it in here, put it on, and then set it with a light powder. I recommend using like the RCMA no color powder, or a very, very fine HD powder like e.l.f. HD powder if you're on a budget. But I've never tried anything like this. This is amazing. And this particular one, you can build it up and make it a very thick, good coverage kind of foundation, but you can also thin it out with the moisture spray and it'll be a sheerer coverage. It's perfect for daytime, lasted through my whole work day and actually into the evening. Absolutely phenomenal. I did have to powder once, and I think that was about it. I think I had one, like it had sunk into one wrinkle at the end of the day, but I can take that. This was great. Cinema Secrets is the winner of the high-end foundation war. So congratulations, and thank you again, Cinema Secrets, for giving me such good customer service at the IMATS show in New York. This was awful lot of fun, and I hope it's been fun for you as well and educational. If you have oily or normal skin, perhaps some of these wouldn't be the best choice for you, but other choices would be better. Maybe some of the ones that failed for me would be really great for you, because some of them did win awards from Allure magazine and high votes from Sephora voters. So who knows? For me, I'm really happy with my top 6 choices. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.